Hello and welcome everyone, Stormy Sensei here. Today I was off editing YouTube videos and hanging out in people's streams, and then found out through somebody's chat that Pokemon Home was available. So we downloaded it and here we are. We're going to take some time, take a look at everything that's available in Pokemon Home, and then maybe we will actually transfer some Pokemon over from Let's Go Eevee to Pokemon Home. They did announce that they were going to release in February, but they didn't really say what date, so I'm surprised that they didn't really give us that information. Oh, here's Pokemon Home. English, yeah, sure. We're going to carefully read all of these contents. It's going to say something along the lines of, you don't own anything, we own you, you have to pay money if you want certain things. You have to spend money. You can automatically get your services renewed. You can end it at any time. There's no refunds. We can change these rules anytime we want without you telling you about it. You can link an account. Here's how to do it. If you generate Pokemon, then we will ban your account and you won't get your money back. Indemnification. So if you're supposed to also not help other people cheat at this game, basically. Something, something, something. Oh wow, this goes on for quite a while. What is this? Oh, this is the privacy policy. Yeah, we don't really need to care about the privacy policy. Basically, they're going to take all the data for like all the stuff that you use this for, and you're going to share it and sell it to other companies. The great Pokemon researcher Grand Oak, not Professor Oak. He's ascended. Who's Pokeboy? Are you Pokeboy? Oh, this is Pokeboy. Press the minus button to get help. We received Pikachu as a first-time access gift. It's Japanese, so we can breed shinies from it. We actually don't have a 3DS game. What are points? I don't understand what points are. Oh, you can transfer battle points from one game to another. Does it say how much time? Wow, we've actually put more time into Pokemon Sword than Let's Go Eevee. to be fair, there are like 4 times as many, or 3 times as many Pokemon to get in Sword compared to Let's Go. Actually, let's see what Pokeboy has to say about this. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's actually really cool. So we can just like put some Pokemon in here and just let them sit here, gathering points, and then send the battle points to the game that we want. We can't send points to Eevee. Alright, that's fine. So to get 1 battle point, we need 30 regular Pokemon home points, and we have 0 currently. Okay, that's pretty cool that they have like little goals to put in here. Pretty sure we can't give our partner Pokemon away. We could actually manage this pretty easily. We don't get access to the judge feature because we have the free version of the game. We probably could calculate the IVs using the stats that we have right here though. But that's okay, we'll just transfer it straight into Pokemon Sword. Only compatible with Sword and Shield anyway, so that's fine. It's static. It's male. It has Pokerus, apparently, as well. That's interesting. Or is that the I Caught It icon? I think it has Pokerus, but it's like not contagious. That's what that icon, that gray icon is next to the Japan sign. So that's pretty cool. Alright. Now for the main attraction, I guess. Wow, it actually keeps track of all that stuff. Now I wonder if I actually have to have the game disc in here, because the save data is on my Switch, so I should be able to, you know, X without saving. Let's just see what happens. If I go into Pokemon, let's go Eevee, connect the game. Wow, even though, okay, so we don't even need to have the thing in here. So we can just like view our Pokemon. That's so cool. Are we able to actually transfer out our Pokemon? Alright, so your partner Eevee cannot be moved into Pokemon Home. We now know that. Oh, my Gengar. Ooh. I kind of want to put it in here already because this Gengar is so good. And unfortunately we can't put Kabutops in yet. Is this a shiny Rattata? It is. Huh. What else do we have that's shiny? I'm pretty sure that... Oh yeah, we have the shiny Fearow. I forgot about that. It's not... This isn't mine originally though, right? Oh yeah, it isn't. This was given to us by our 420th sub. This one was given to us by somebody, I forget who. Oh wait, no, we caught this. This is our shiny Rattata that we caught ourselves. The original trainer is the OT sign. Drake also gave us this, I think it's a shiny Weedle as well. Shiny Fearow. This is just a regular Vileplume. We should have a shiny Weepinbell in here as well. Yeah, this is the shiny Weepinbell. The Weedle wasn't shiny actually, it's just good IVs, I'm pretty sure. So this is my Gengar that I've been wanting to bring over. Timid, good moveset. I think that it could be a little stronger. I think that I haven't finished giving it all the Pokemon candies that I can give to it. But I also am not sure whether it's compatible. It's like I want to know what happens when I take a Pokemon that has more candy points spent on it than EVs are available and put it into Pokemon Sword. So we can't move this Pokemon, unfortunately. So this is our Jolteon. It's actually also overtrained as well. Let's find a Pokemon. Can't move this Pokemon. Why not? Oh, this is already in Pokemon. Let's go to this box. Okay. So let's keep on looking here. This is our Articuno. I don't think that we trained too many Pokemon out here. I should have a Pidgeot that's like ridiculously strong in here. Is this the Pidgey? Yeah, this one, I did put a lot of candies into it. I have no way of knowing, though, for sure. Well, for sure this Gengar is over the top. Let's go ahead and move this Gengar into Pokemon Sword. And in fact, let's move... Oh, I can't move Pokemon from my party into Pokemon Home. So we need to actually replace our whole party then. Let's move our shiny Pokemon out. So our shinies are going into the box. And then, what else do we want to do here? Can't move Pokemon from our, oh, let's move our legendaries in here as well. So Articuno, Moltres, Zapdos. Because we're going to actually like start over our Pokemon Let's Go Eevee file once we're done with all this. Where's my Zapdos? Hey there, Lock and Rock. Do I have spare legendaries? I don't yet, but I will eventually. I'm trying to figure out what happens to the Pokemon that you use candies on when you transfer them over to Sword and Shield, because this Gengar is like way overtrained, and I'm sure this is way more than 255 EVs spread over it. And I want to know if do I just like lose all those points? I'm pretty sure this Gengar is actually max trained for sure, because it's the red border instead of the yellow. When you still have more points that you could put into that, then it's yellow like this. Or like this. But if I go down to my Eevee, that one should also be trained in something, but not everything. Is it connected to Pokemon Go? Yeah, it is. Pokemon Go, I don't play Pokemon Go, but I know that there was an update today that allows you to connect Pokemon Go to Pokemon Home. So this Eevee is max candied in special attack and speed, but it is not max candied in HP or special defense or attack or defense. But also, because it's my partner Pokemon, I can't move it into Pokemon Home. So you'll never get to have your Sappy Seed Eevee go into Home, unfortunately. So what do I want? I want the Pokemon that are like kind of hard to come across. Well, this is a shiny Gyarados, so we'll just go ahead and throw this in here too. I didn't know that I had so many shinies in this save file. I mean, all of these were given to me by viewers, so... They said Home was coming in February, but I wasn't expecting it to come out today because there was no, there's no Switch news for it. There's no, there was no tweet about it. There was no, this is a unique viewer Pokemon. So I'll go ahead and add that. X-Nan, yeah. Let's take this one too. I'm already running out of my 30 spaces because I'm poor. But I think that I should be able to put Pokemon from Pokemon Home into my next save file for Pokemon Eevee, and it'll be fine. These are the original Squirtle and Bulbasaur you get that have the elevated IVs. We'll have to save them for until the summer when Blastoise and Venusaur get added to Sword and Shield. I remember thinking this Lapras was pretty good, so I'm going to just go ahead and put that over as well. And then the last few Pokemon we're going to add will be the Pokemon that were in our party anyway, except for partner Eevee. Shame about that. It's going to be so sad. He got so close to level 100 and he's not going to make it. What else do we want from here? Lax. What is Lax? Anyway. Plus defense minus special defense? No thank you. I actually kind of do want to write you at some point in time, but what's Lax's special, or plus defense minus special defense? No thank you. We're going to just double check that we are not missing any shinies in here. Pretty sure we have all the shinies we're going to have. How crazy would it be if Pokemon Sword had a free update where you just got more Pokemon soon? Cause oh, these Dittos need to definitely come with me. Yeah, for sure. Those are absolutely coming with me to Sword. You can never have too many Ditto. Oh yeah, Aerodactyl. That's a rare one. Here's my Zapdos. Our Meltan that came from Itzeus. Because I actually don't have Pokemon Home myself, so I don't have Pokemon Go myself, so I can't get these Pokemon otherwise. Why are these colored differently? That's weird. So we need to actually go into Pokemon Let's Go and then see what else we need to get add back over here. And then transfer them into Sword, the ones that we're able to. We're going to be able to add Pikachu, Lapras, Gyarados, Meltan, I think, the Ditto, and that's it. And then everything else is going to be banned currently. And then one more row for these Pokemon. That'll be cool. And then quit. Save changes. It's so convenient that you don't actually need to like switch game cartridges before you do this. And in fact, we can actually probably just move the Pokemon straight into Pokemon Sword. Once we do this, they won't be allowed to be sent back to, oh wait, what? We can get Blastoids already. Oh man. We actually just get Venusaur. Is this like allowed? I'm just gonna do it. Everything that is not gonna stop me from doing, we're just gonna do it right now. Our Japanese Pikachu. I don't know why this Rhydon is in here. Oh, it's because it was traded to me from a viewer. This is a terrible idea. Am I going to save this and then they're going to say like, oh, actually, you just erased all your Pokemon for nothing? What is with these hazard signs? It's sometime over, like it's not over this one, but it is over this. It's not, it is over this one, it's not over this one. Like, I don't understand. Oh, the moves. There's something wrong with these moves. Like, Barrage isn't in Pokemon Sword. So I don't think I'd be able to move that one over here. And Mirror Move isn't allowed either in Pokemon Sword. So there are like certain moves that just like haven't been programmed yet into the game. Alright, let's see what happens. Maybe we just lost our Meltans. Alright, well, let's see what happens. Can I like go quit somewhere? No? Alright, here's the moment we've all been waiting for. Are we able to get Blastoise and Venusaur in Pokemon Sword right now? Check this box. Hey, look at that. They're just like right here, and I can just use them. Meltan. Here are the Dittos. They were completely trashed to begin with, so I actually could have just left them. This is a pretty good, what's it called? The nature is bad, but like everything else is like pretty good about it. This is a 1 IV and another 1 IV, but we can breed enough, so that's good. We can actually use Mewtwo now. That's cool. The, what's it called? The nature could be tweaked a little bit on this one too. Wow. Can I just like, I want to see what happens if I use it in battle. Oh wait, another thing we need to do. None of the Pokemon here are, another issue is none of the Pokemon here were actually trained. I don't have candies on any of these Pokemon. So I still don't know what happens. Oh, I forgot to move over Gengar. Right, so we're going to do that. So we actually can totally move Pokemon into here. We're going to save, because I'm paranoid. We're going to switch out the game cartridge, move in Gengar, see what happens. Oh, I'm freaking out. We might end up like, with Pokemon Home, we might end up like just speed running the like Pokemon Eevee. Just to like get a couple of legendaries in here. And allegedly, I should be able to make a different save file using a different user on the same Switch, and then move that into Pokemon Home as well. But I don't know if that's going to work out. Alright, let's take a moment. We don't play this game very often anymore, but let's take a moment to look at how wonderful the judge function looks on this. Doesn't it look so much better? Like, it's so obvious when the like how big your IVs are in this game. Poor Eevee. Yeah, I'm just gonna give you a rare candy. Do I have a rare candy to give you? I keep on trying to use my left controller, and it doesn't work. Because you only use one controller at all for Let's Go. Yeah, I don't have any rare candies. So Eevee will just like forever be known as that Pokemon that almost got to level 100 right before I restarted the game. And I have these two gold bottle caps too, and I can't even like, you can't hold items in this game either. Is there a Pokemon that I would like to get to level 100 before I do anything here? Remove from party. Remove from party. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, we don't need anything else here. It's only 4 IVs too. Maybe they're not being as great as I thought. This Pidgey is ridiculous. It knocked out the Pidgey I'm a Pidgey master because this Pidgey beat a level like 75 Pidgey. Basically I just use Toxic the whole time. It's kind of easy. This must have come from a viewer, right? Yeah, it came from a viewer. What do I like about this Vulpix? I think it's just the best Vulpix that I had. And it's actually a lot more difficult to get like the proper natures and IVs and things like that in this game. So I just kind of like stuck with it, even though it's like I have a much better Vulpix waiting for me back in Sword. I had to catch so many Gengar to make this right. Yikes. Oh yeah, so funny story, not that funny, actually really unfortunate. I didn't know that red meant good in Pokemon because in Fire Emblem Heroes, the mobile game that I play, red is bad and blue is good. So for like the first like 50 hours of gameplay, actually I had already beaten the Elite Four, thinking that I had chosen like the best natures for everything when actually I was choosing the exact opposite, worst possible natures for everything. It's very unfortunate. But I eventually learned my lesson. We'll take Porygon. Why not? I like Porygon. Once upon a time, this might have been an okay Snorlax, but the Snorlax I have now is so much better. Let's take the starter Pokemon with us, just because. Like, we may as well. So we're going to take the starter Pokemon, and we're going to take, we're going to take the starter Pokemon. That's not Charmander, though, because we can easily get Charmander already. Bulbasaur, we'll take. We already have Blastoise in there. Alright, we saved. The red-blue thing throws me off all the time. I end up forgetting which is which. I also forget, but one cool thing about Pokemon Sword is when you go into your box and you search, you can search by nature, and it actually tells you, like, naive means plus special attack minus attack, or whatever it is. I don't actually know what it is. Or modest is, you know, plus special attack minus attack. And then you can look at the Pokemon that you find using that search function and then see the colors and then know that's the thing. I always just remember it as the opposite of Fire Emblem. That's how I remember it. Alright, so here's the real deal here. We're going to connect to Pokemon Eevee. And we're going to move over our super buff Pokemon from that. We need the actually good ones. So this is the actual good one. And we can't take the EV, sadly. We need to take the actual good one. This is the good one. Articuno. Oops. Nope, we don't need Snorlax. We're going to take Porygon just because why not? And we're going to take Bulbasaur because apparently we can have... what's it called? We're going to take Weedle. And actually we're also going to take like Pidgey and Rattata. Because they're like special quests within Pokemon Home that unlock things. Like, do we have a Caterpie, for example? I don't think we have a Caterpie. Oh wait, do I have a Persian? I'd like to, because I can just like complete the Pokedex that way. Yeah, I have a Persian. That's cool. Is there anything else that I can evolve? Or that I need to have evolved? Chansey's usually kind of rare. I think... Why is this Chansey level 9? Where do you get a level 9 Chansey from? Oh yeah, that's right. I know how you get Chansey. When you're doing a catching chain, Chansey can actually appear in any area. I think that's all we need. Normal Farfetch'd? That'd be pretty cool to have. Let's see which one is better. Oh, they're both the same, so it doesn't matter. This one has slightly better stats. You can tell by just looking at the numbers. This one has more HP. Oh wait, are they the same level? They're not the same level. But this one is just like slightly better. I can tell just by doing the side-by-side comparison. I wonder if Slowbro will be in my Pokedex if I just throw that over as well. I don't know. We're just having fun with it. When we start over or re-roll our Pokemon Let's Go Eevee save file, we can just throw some of these back. Yeah, if needed. It's whatever. These Pokemon used to be so good. Or I used to think they were so good. Oh, we can't forget Kabutops. We need Kabutops for sure. So let me just make sure that I have all the important Pokemon. So we got Kabutops, Articuno, Jolteon, and Gengar. These are my favorite Pokemon from Generation 1. And then I also have Charizard. Eh, I kind of like Charizard, but it's whatever. Now I just need to have them do a remake of Gen 2 so I can get Crobat in here. Oh boy. And now we just say we're done. My Let's Go Eevee save file is like practically gutted at this point. Like, I only have the Eevee. Granted, it's a level 99 Eevee that can't die ever. But now let's transfer what we can to Sword. Alright, so we can move Bulbasaur over because we were able to do Venusaur. And we can move Charizard. And let's move Persian. Get that Pokedex entry for free. Oh yeah. And then... actually, what I want to do is, this Charizard is kind of good. So we're going to put him in the battle area. Same with my Gengar. Same with this Jolteon. And sadly, we can't move our other two heavy hitters yet. Kabutops and Articuno. But we were able to move. I was surprised that we were able to move Mewtwo though, and Meltan. Our shiny Pokemon go here. Chansey will eventually be really good in this game because it's a nice special wall, and like Dragapults are everywhere. Oh, that means we can get Omastar too, just on our own. Alright, let's see what happens when we go into Pokemon Sword and check out the stats for this Pokemon now. In fact, let's just check to see what it looks like now. So we just saved it, so it's now completely like saved. Even though we can't judge the Pokemon, we don't need to judge it. We can just like look and see what the stats are like. Base points. I don't know what I'm looking at necessarily. I think it just evenly distributed all the EVs across everything. By comparison, oh, there are no EVs then, right? Because this is what it looks like when I max trained Noivern in HP, mostly in special attack, put a little bit of points into speed. I put just enough so it could outspeed a base 100 Pokemon with no investment. So this Ninetales, I didn't train this Ninetales at all, so I don't know what the orange region means. So blue must be the EVs for sure, because the Pokemon that I actually trained... Oh, blue means that they can't get any more EVs. Blue means they can't get any more EVs. Yeah. So blue means they can't get any more. The orange in the middle is the actual EVs. So it actually just resets it. So there's no point in training your Let's Go Pokemon at all with candies because all the stats are completely wiped when you move them over. I'm pretty sure. We can check that out by comparing this Gengar with another level 71 Gengar that isn't trained, but that's gonna take a while. Well, it's okay, we can do it. And then orange means that they still have more points that they can get. So this one I put in the Pokejobs, so it has special attack points. This one is actually completely trained in speed and HP with a little bit of defense. This one isn't trained at all. Not trained at all. Special attack. Completely trained. Completely trained. Not trained yet. Yeah, alright, it's making sense now. I understand how to use this. This is actually pretty useful in its own right. The yellow is just their actual stat point number. The orange is the EVs if they still haven't gotten the effort badge. Blue means you are maxed in your EVs. You have 255, can't earn any more. And if it's sparkly like the speed is here, that means that you have 255 in that, I meant to say 510 or whatever the number is. But yeah, the if it's blue, you have your max 510 points. If it's sparkly, you have 252 in that particular stat. Yeah, correct. The yellow, oh, you're saying the yellow might be their base stats instead of their actual stats? That could make sense too. Oh yeah, that makes sense, because if I go to the actual stat, then I see that it's actually lower than the actual yellow. I'm not quite sure. But yellow as base stat also makes sense. It could be some combination of their IVs as well. I don't think it's really important though. The only thing that really matters is whether what happens to your EV training when you transfer them over. And now we know. You basically erase all your progress with the candies. So I actually wasted several hours in Let's Go for no reason, for that reason then. But that's okay. I'm going to guess the same thing happens with Pokemon Go. Like all the candies that you spend on your Pokemon Go get erased when you move them into the Pokemon Sword game. Hello there, Oscar. Welcome to this channel. We're trying out Pokemon Home. We've learned a lot about it. For example, you can actually use Mewtwo now. We need to basically get on to our training in Sword. Got a Greninja? I don't have Greninja. Yeah, I guess that's a good good concept. Like, I only have Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, so I'm only able to bring in the the first 151 Pokemon from there. But if you brought in your Pokemon from Pokemon Home, I mean from Pokemon Bank on your 3DS into Pokemon, then there should be a whole bunch of Pokemon that we now have access to. So we should have way more than the original 400 available to us. Because, for example, Meltan, Melmetal, Mewtwo, Venusaur, Ivysaur, Bulbasaur, Blastoise, Wartortle, Squirtle. I'm guessing they also have, the starters from all the other generations as well. How do you get a Melmetal? You transfer it from Pokemon Go. I had a viewer back when I was streaming Pokemon Let's Go Eevee that had Melmetal that they had gotten from Pokemon Go, so they gave it to me. So I have Melmetal from there. Oh, we got someone chatting over on Twitch. Welcome to the channel. That's just a bunch of consonants together, but welcome 64. TDM Go 64. That's pretty cool stuff. So now let's take a look at what is this thing called? This notebook, right? Nope, that's not what I wanted. So we got Pikachu, and then we put 18 into our box from Eevee. We took out 11 into Sword. We put another 14 in from Eevee. We took out 6. Cool stuff. I remember I saw something somewhere. Oh wait, here it is. Research tabs. So, this is what I was talking about. I don't know what you get for this. I'm guessing you just get points. Okay, it's just for brownie points. And I love brownie points, so we're gonna move over the Bellsprout and the Oddish from Let's Go. That should be pretty easy to do. Can I just do that? Okay, I can't do it from here. I just want to see what happens when you do this. And we needed an Oddish too, right? Oh no. Oh no, we don't have Oddish. Why don't we? Oh, Oddish was a Let's Go Pikachu exclusive. So we have Vileplume because we took the one Oddish that we got and we bred it. Man. Now I'm sad. And there's no way to breed in that game either. So we just had to like live with our failures forever. And we don't have Pikachu because we evolved it into Raichu. Man, that hurts. Oh well. Let's make a team of our smuggled Pokemon in Pokemon Sword and just play with them for a little bit, I guess. Oh, gotta switch out the game card. One moment. Alright, this weekend, I have a Smash tournament, but when we're not playing Smash this weekend, we're going to re-roll our Let's Go Eevee account, and we're going to play to do that. Alright, let's take a look-see. Just to confirm, our hypothesis is that we lost all of the points, all of our EVs, when we moved these Pokemon in. And that's true. No EVs. But that's okay. Oh yeah, let's take a look at some of the abilities. Blaze, Volt Absorb. I'm glad that this one got Volt Absorb. The other options were Quick Feet and I forget what other ability Jolteon gets. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Lightning Rod, probably. This is so sad. Compare this Charizard. So this is the Charizard that I worked on in Let's Go Eevee. And just compare it to like this Charizard that I made in like an hour in Sword. Keep in mind that the Let's Go Pokemon is like 14 levels higher. Oh, you get a special badge for this. That's cool. Alright, so this one has more HP, so that's good. And more special attack, but it's also like meant for that. Less speed, same special defense, a little more attack, and a little more defense. Actually, it's not too bad, actually. These stats are surprisingly good for a Pokemon that like doesn't have the right IVs and is not trained at all. Do they have any ribbons? That's a good thing to check. Let's check. No ribbons. I was hoping it'd put in my Shield Pokemon, Shield Pokedex to home. What do you mean by that? Oh, to pull in my Shield Pokedex to home on the free version, I'll have to save 30 at a time. Yeah, that's true. So you would, if you wanted to complete your Pokedex in Pokemon Home, you have to move in 30, save, move them back into Shield, save, move another 30 in, and so on, if you want to complete the Pokedex aspect of Shield. One of my Pokemon should have a ribbon though. I mean, at the very least, they should have the you beat the gym. I don't think ribbons were in Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. They get the little icon, like you see that they got the little Eevee. Actually, you can't see it from here. Yeah, you can't see it from here. But on this screen here, you see on the left-hand side, next to the markings, that they have basically a badge where Pokerest would be. Oh, that icon means Sword and Shield, probably. Oh, so that icon I thought meant you caught it, but it actually means that you got it from Sword and Shield originally, and Eevee means it comes from Let's Go Eevee. I never made that connection yet. But yeah, since there were no ribbons at all in Let's Go Eevee, this one originated in Home. The original trainer is Home as well. Space and time itself to join me from Pokemon Home. The original trainer made in a fateful encounter. Space and time from the Kanto region. Okay. Alright. That's pretty cool. And now I have Persian. Let's check to see if it actually updated my Pokedex here. I can get Hitmontop. That's so difficult to get. Where do I get this from? We got sidetracked. And I can't even really... I'm like torn because I want to use my new Pokemon, but at the same time, the fact that they're not Eevee trained means that I don't want to use them at all in any wild battles, because then I'll mess up their training. So I guess I could go into the Elite Four with them and see how they fare there. Oh yeah, we're gonna check the Pokedex. We got sidetracked as soon as we saw Hitmontop was catchable right now, because I really don't want to have to train up a Tyroge and keep their stats balanced. Is there a search option? There's not a search option. There we go. Yeah, so it updated Persian on my Pokedex. I don't think I have a Vaporeon or a Flareon. I actually have a Water Stone and a Fire Stone and a box full of Eevees right now, so I can just get that whenever. I actually was fixing some stuff around, and actually I made it so that I have a, oh yeah, that's something else that I wanted to check. The number of Pokemon that I have in the Pokedex should be greater than 400 by now. So I think that the Pokemon that, that we just got are just like not in this Pokedex at all. Does Home have Wonder Trade? Home has Wonder Trade if you pay for it. So you can do Wonder Trade. You can do what else? You can store 3,000 Pokemon instead of 30. You can judge the Pokemon that are in there, so you can check their IVs basically. There are a lot of features, but none of them really sound worth it for this, because you can basically just do GTS if you want in the lower versions, and you can just do surprise trade in the Sword, and you basically get the same thing for free. Like at most, I could see you spending your like gold points to get 1 month and then quickly transfer everything in and out in 1 month and then let's transfer it all back. That's like the only thing I could see, but like I really hate the idea of spending money on something that's like free and also good while free. Like it's not like it's unusable. Like if you had 5 Pokemon that you were allowed to use, like let's say for example, I used to play this MMO, and the free version of the game you got to use 2 different characters on one server, and you could only level up to level 20. The level cap was 50. The level cap was 50. If you paid for the service, you could have like, how many characters could you have? There were like 14 servers, and there were 12 characters per each. So like 140 something characters were allowed. So like that's an example where like you're basically not really playing the game. You're just playing a demo until you get the real version. Oh boy. Owie. Oh no. What a waste. Yeah, they were in the game originally, and Nintendo is now milking off players. What are in the game originally? You're talking about Wonder Trade? Because that exists. Like, Surprise Trade is still in Pokemon Sword. The biggest thing I want is to transfer my older Pokemon, but I need some time to figure out who I want if it needs to all be in 1 month. Yeah, luckily for me, I mean, lucky or unlucky for me, I never had a 3DS. So the only Pokemon that I actually do need to transfer come from Eevee. Wonder Trade and GTS. I mean, Surprise Trade, they say it's the same, but we all know that it's not instant. Surprise Trade is not instant, and I actually prefer it that way because then you get to do other things. Like if I'm hatching, well, like I do Surprise Trades mostly while I'm breeding for competitive Pokemon. Never had a 3DS, I only had a 2DS and a DSi. The 2DS is like the same thing as, I wouldn't split hairs about 3DS versus 2DS. I actually almost bought a 2DS. I was actually looking at prices for the 2DS and about to buy one, and then in that same like month, I guess, Nintendo announced that the Switch was going to be released, and then I was like, oh well, why would I buy the 2DS for like $100 when I could buy the Switch for like $200? 2DS can't play DS games. It was also like $100 cheaper than a 3DS. I also had a DS, so like it wasn't as important to me. I already played pretty much everything that I was going to play on the DS. Oh, for real? Is this Pokemon gonna let itself get knocked out by the burn? I should not have used Will-O-Wisp. At least it's an overworld Pokemon, so like we'll just find another one. What is the catch rate on this thing? It's gotta be like 0%. I am a little sad. Like the main thing that I'm really sad about is the fact that Pokemon from Let's Go can't hold items, which means that my 17 gold bottle cap, or my 17 bottle caps and my 2 gold bottle caps will be completely wasted. And they don't even really have EXP candies in that game, so I can't just like level up some random Pokemon to level 100. I mean, to be fair, it's pretty easy to breed 6 IV Pokemon in this game. It's not easy to breed 6 IV. It's easy to breed 5 IV Pokemon at least, so that's like good enough for competitive. You usually don't need... So you, out of attack, special attack, and speed, you usually only need 2 of those. So you can just get rid of the ones that you don't need. Like the Snorlax doesn't need special attack. My Charizard doesn't need attack. Oh, don't burn yourself to death. Where's my critical catch? There we go. I just need to whine more. Now all I need is Hitmonchan. Yeah, I actually spent some time off stream and organized my boxes so that at any point in time, if we decide to do a stream where we just complete the Pokedex, we'll just be able to. We can just use some rare candies and like stuff like that on these Pokemon. These all evolve by level. I actually do still need Slurpuff. I need this guy. Hey, welcome back, First Aid. You say the YouTube crashed on you, but you're back. Need to trade your mask for... Actually, no longer need to trade this Meowth for regular Meowth to evolve into regular Persian. I still need your mask. And these are all the Pokemon that need to be bred. I need Riolu, Wynot, Solosis, Mime Jr., Jangmo-O, Pichu, and this Pokemon, I don't actually need this one. That's a male, that's fail. Alright, so let's do the thing. Our smuggled Pokemon. Persian we actually no longer need. This Farfetch'd is cool to have, but whatever. This is nice to have a flying. I can't find the GTS. I don't think they have GTS. I think it's just Wonder Trade or something. I forget what the article that I read about it said. Can't find the GTS? Find the GTA. Duh. I'm gonna breed some of these Meltans if I'm able to. I would be... Actually, let's just find that out now, actually. I want to know whether I can breed Meltan. Because it'd be nice to hand those out to people. Since I was gifted those to begin with. Oh yeah, Pokemon Home is also available on your mobile device. Imagine getting a 3 IV legendary Pokemon. That's so sad. Alright. What are we going to do with these? Do we want to... Let's put these in the breed box, actually. We have a lot of breeding to do. We'll actually put Mew in the battle box. Eventually we'll probably get a legendary box because that's more appropriate. I was like, I probably won't use these Pokemon in battle very often, if at all. And now we're going to go to breed stuff. And then we're going to fight the Elite Four, or the Pokemon League, with Mewtwo. And, what's it called? It's actually mostly going to be Gengar. I'm pretty sure Gengar should be able to tank everything. Alright, let's see. Alright, you can't breed Meltan. How do you stream on your Switch? So I have a device that's called a capture card. Yeah, I just bought it off of Amazon. You need an extra HDMI cable, just like the one that you connect to your Switch to your TV. And then instead of connecting your Switch to your TV, you connect your Switch to the capture card to the TV, and then one final cable that connects the capture card to your laptop or computer. And then you just download a software. I use Streamlabs OBS, but you can also use Elgato, and you can also use regular OBS that's not Streamlabs OBS. You can also use Stream Elements, I think. That's another one. But any of those encoders should work. And then watch a YouTube video on how to actually set it up. Because if you set it up wrong, the stream will look ugly. Alright, so can't breed Meltan. That's a little sad. No, OBS, like Open Broadcasting Software. I'm gonna hold on to this Pokemon because it was given to me by a viewer. But this other Meltan, even though it was given to me by a viewer, we're going to get rid of it. Put in our giveaway box. Alright, what else? Let's breed for Bulbasaur, I guess. I guess I should start working on a Bulbasaur, Venusaur type. Let's see just like what their stats are generally. I don't know much about these Pokemon competitively since I never used them like that. It looks like Venusaur is good for bulk. Venusaur's bulky, I guess. Blastoise is an attacker and is also bulky. Neither of them are good for speed. I wonder if stuff like the Santa Hat Pikachus from Pokemon Go will be any different in Pokemon Sword and Shield. I think maybe. And yeah, I don't know the answer to that. But I know that in Cerebi, like the online database, they have different entries for the different event Pikachus. They might end up just having a badge though, instead of it like looking differently. So we can do this later. We can do this off stream even. We don't need to do this now. Let's, for the fun of it, we'll beat the Elite Four a couple of times and then we will end the stream. By a couple of times I mean like once basically. Using our newfound Pokemon here. Our battle box is getting pretty strong and also pretty big. We should probably get another battle box. Because we're going to fill this up with competitive Pokemon pretty soon. Especially when they allow us to add in the Kabutops and the Articuno. I can't wait. These Pokemon don't really get around much, so we'll go ahead and throw these in as well. I don't think we're going to need the help from them, but just in case. Huh. She just calls him Jolteon instead of the nickname that I gave. That's a little surprising. Alright, so in Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, we sweep like everybody with just Gengar. I don't think that we're going to have that same luck here. Because we don't have the candies, so we don't have like ridiculous overmax stat anything. But we're still over leveled a little bit. And we got a good nature as well. I imagine for Sword and Shield, we're going to want to just be max speed, max special attack. We still lose Dragapult though, because everything loses a Dragapult. Oh, I should have checked it. I don't think it's Gigantamax. I'm pretty sure that it would have the icon next to them. Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. Gengar can't learn Toxic normally, but I'm pretty sure that bringing in Pokemon that already know Toxic just like lets them use it. The same animations from Eevee. Oh, they get the boosted stats because they're different, what's it called? That's nice. He came in because he has Crunch, probably. I can't think of any other reason why he'd just come in like on that. It's okay, we'll just deal with it. Earthquake, super effective as well, yeah. I was so sad to find out that Gengar doesn't get Levitate anymore, and then instead he has, what's it called? Instead he has, Cursed Body. Like, what did they do to my favorite Pokemon? It's not actually my favorite, Jolteon is, but all the same. Very disappointing. What a weird option you just did, Rayhan. You got a Rock Breath for a Lycanroc I can borrow or have? Nope, sorry. I actually never owned a 3DS, so I don't have any Pokemon from like any of the past generations except for Eevee. I guess he is kind of a dragon trainer. I never really thought of Rayhan as a dragon trainer, but like seeing all his Pokemon have a partial dragon, it was because his Torkoal isn't a dragon, it's a fire type. And everything else is dragon and something else, like dragon and ground, dragon and fire, Gudra's plain dragon, dragon and steel for the Duraludon. Are you able to even trade Pokemon from one Pokemon home to another Pokemon home? I don't know if that's possible. Because I'm pretty sure that Lycanroc doesn't exist. Well, Lycanroc might be able to be added to Pokemon Sword. I wonder what the state of like the ranked battles are. Not ranked battles, because like only Pokemon from Pokemon Sword and Shield can be there. But like if you go online and do like casual battles, which allow anything, I wonder like if you'll just see Pokemon from all the past generations right now in the battles. Probably sometime tomorrow, I'm guessing. Like one of those like news channels, like John Austin Plays or something like that, will probably have an update saying like, here's all the Pokemon that you're now able to add into Pokemon Sword and Shield, thanks to Pokemon Home. Because I was surprised that Mewtwo was allowed, and I was also surprised that Blastoise and Venusaur were allowed as well. So, there are probably some surprising picks in here. Nope. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. There we go. So we got Nessa coming in next, right? I think this Jolteon knows like Thunderbolt, Thunder, like Toxic, and something else. Probably Shadow Ball. Oh, Thunderbolt, Swift, Toxic, Protect. Why does it know Swift? That's weird. Oh, I like that. Man, I missed you, Jolteon. Oh, okay. That's fun. He's gonna use Earthquake. Will I survive an Earthquake? I kinda want to use Toxic, but like, I don't think I'm gonna survive an Earthquake. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't survive an Earthquake. That's stab bonus and super effective. Times 3 damage. Oh, Quagsire just outplayed me. This is quite the battler. We'll just switch out now that the Quagsire is out of the picture. Bail for Bunker, right? Or Venoshock, maybe? Alright, that was a critical hit. I was about to really, like, doubt myself. Like, maybe the candies make their base stats higher or something, and then you get the EVs on top of that, but that'd be crazy. Because then all the best Pokemon would come from Let's Go Eevee. Because you can, like, give yourself max EVs in every stat. Because each candy is a single point. I forget exactly how many candies you can give. Maybe my confidence will be my downfall. I don't know. but I think I can take him without Dynamaxing here. I was not able to take him without Dynamaxing. To be honest, I just didn't want to have to go through the animation. Oh, hop. Ooh. Ooh. So, like, Hop was the easiest opponent in the entire game for, like, so long. Now that he has Zamazenta, though, he's, like, one of the toughest trainers in the game. Oh, Dynamax Mewtwo. That'd be cool. Do I get Dynamax? Oh, I can actually Dynamax Mewtwo. Got Hammer Arm, Crunch probably. Oh, look at how it just ate that up. Yum. I can't believe I took that. Mewtwo's pretty tanky himself. Huh. I'm actually just now realizing. Oh wow, this Snorlax knows Earthquake? Dang. Get outplayed, Stormy. I was just realizing that like all my Pokemon that I had in Eevee, except for Kabutops, were all special attackers. My Charizard's like kind of a mixed attacker. Right? What is this? Yeah, he's kind of a mixed attacker, I guess. You could call him that. He's mostly just like badly built though. What if he has thick bat? Charizard's my best option though. Just wait until people transfer in Mega Stones and Dynamax Mega Evolve Mewtwo. Are Mega Stones? Yeah, I guess you hold Mega Stones, right? Yeah, that's true. brought out Rillaboom to fight against my Charizard? Okay. Oh, he's fast. Oh, this is always Intino's crunch. At least it's weak. I don't think I can one-shot this without Dynamaxing. I mean, I thought that it was going to be Gengar that swept this, but in it being Charizard, Charizard is surprisingly effective against pretty much everyone that's not Nessa here. Welcome to the channel, Jaden. How'd I get Mewtwo? So, Pokemon Home released today. So if you go into the eShop, you can download Pokemon Home for your Switch. And then just connect your Pokemon Let's Go Eevee save data to Pokemon Home, take your Mewtwo out of there, and then put it into Pokemon Sword. I was honestly surprised that I was able to do it, but I was able to do it. Something I want to try eventually. The next time I stream, maybe I'll remember to do this. I want to go to one of these battles where they have 2 Pokemon left. And then I want to use Whirlwind on their second to last Pokemon, bringing out the Pokemon that they're supposed to Dynamax. And then I wonder if they will Dynamax that Pokemon, even though they're not the last Pokemon. Alright, we did it. We took our smuggled Pokemon, and we beat the Elite Four with them. We also learned a lot about Pokemon Box and how it all works. What I'm probably going to do is end the stream and then go into grinding effort points for all the Pokemon that I want to battle with competitively. In a future stream, I guess, we'll breed Squirtles and give them out to people, since not too many people are going to have them available. Because you need to have a previous game. Like, I don't know how many people have Pokemon Sword as their first game, but it'd be nice to have, like, Pokemon that you can't otherwise get to just give out to people. Same with Bulbasaur. Maybe next stream that we do for Pokemon Sword will be just complete the Pokedex. Get Pichu, we'll get Solosis, why not Riolu, Hitmonchan, Cofagrigus, Rapidash, all that jazz. So yeah, that's the idea. But yeah, Pokemon Home is out. It is, I'd say more useful than I thought it was going to be. And it has some cool, like, collector's stuff going on with it, which is nice as well. But we have a lot of work to do here. Especially since the Pokemon that we brought over are a lot weaker than we thought they were going to be. And this is all practice for when the expansion pack comes out and we're able to bring over Articuno. Hopefully Kabutops as well. Anyway, if you've enjoyed, be sure to like the stream. If you want to see more content, be sure to follow me on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. Have a good night, everybody, and I'll see you guys next time.